So I'm just sitting there watching Naruto with my mom, and then boom, this random idea smacks me in the brain, and here I am warming up to design my ideal version of the character. Then I started drawing our target character.
Our target.
Toad bums, yellow eyes, iconic cigarette, large blue happy fest, and massive legs. Next! Color mixing. I mash together blocks of polymer clay until I get exactly the shade I want, and it's fun. Honestly, it's kind of messy, but also a little therapeutic. This is probably my favorite part of the whole journey, so play with me. Beep. Rough shaping. I start shaping the body, just a blob that's starting to look slightly frog-like. I'm constantly just shaping. And honestly, it almost hurts my eyeball to watch this part because it's definitely not looking good. But trust the process because you'll never know. And here I am, making his massive back. As a toad, he really does have a thick back, and that's one of his characteristics, so I highlight that. Then I make his horns, because at the end of the day, he's a horned toad. I then flatten the head a little bit, shaping it more like a frog, and it works! It definitely looks more like a frog now, if you're a creative. I refined small shapes and little details so it looks a little better. I try refining the head a little more, and that's basically my rough shaping process. After I add his mouth and his eyes, this is my test one. Turns out his mouth is bigger than I thought, so I close it up a bit because he's not supposed to be opening it. I then refine the lines, and it turns out perfect! Look at him! So basically I smooth the head and the back, and he's looking good. Next part, his beautiful arms, or I should say arm number one. You'll know why. I roll it and cut it, and I get a nice toad-like hand shape. Mine looks pretty good. I just gently shape it, and then I try to scale it, and then here I just fast forward through this because no one needs to watch me repeat the whole process. And the second hand turns out super cute. Then his massive thighs. I don't make his feet because they'd put too much pressure on the clay, and I don't think it could stand like that. And shaping the legs and feet would be too hard, so I just keep the thigh and partial legs, and I'm just sticking them, and I refine the connection between the thighs so it looks better. Just when everything is going great, until out of nowhere, I do something extremely stupid. I give him eyeliner before actually putting his eyes in. I don't add any headlines or stripes. it just looks terrible. I mean, terrible. So the next day, I grab my tools and, sorry buddy, rip out his entire eye. I fill it with another clay, adding new layer to refine the structure. And basically, I redo everything, every single piece. This time, I go slower, I shape him properly, add clean body lines, give him a beautiful shape, and make sure everything is smooth like a real toad. Now bright red clay for his head curves the stripes on his head. They turn out nice. I add them on top of his head. More and more, focusing on each curves. I go slow, I enjoy the moment. I let each piece sit before pressing it in. If it's floating, it looks bad, so pressing it down makes it ideal. This is one of the best improvements so far. Time for his eyes. I clean the table and add white clay with yellow acrylic color. It changes the clay slightly, makes it a little bit softer, but it's fine. Then I add thin black lines because his pupils are actually small. And I make two beautiful eyes, carved small holes under his brows and fit them in. My hands are literally shaking. I want them perfect and they look great. Now, eyeliner. This time after the eyes, I still don't understand why I didn't do this before. But anyhow, the second eye looks nice too. This part is so satisfying to watch. I then smooth the body a bit and then add body curves. So these are also some stripes, basically thin at first. Then a thicker one positioned. They look great. I add more body lines. Tonight We're where we're meant to be. These details makes him looks much cooler. Maybe it's because this is my first huge project, but I'm unreasonably hyped. Right here, right now. I then refined his mouth, pressing him so much before I had closed it up, so I open it again and basically just fix his lips, and I just added his lips in red. Not lipsticks exactly, but it does look like it, so I curved the lips so they're smooth without harsh lines, and it looks bonita, baby. No need to hide. Feel alive, let's enjoy the ride. Ooh, come on. Live for tonight, no looking back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel the rhythm, stay on track. Move your body, let it flow. Right here, right now. Let it go. The beat takes over, can't ignore. Hands in the air, we're wanting more. Every step we on the floor. This moment's next, his toad bombs. These are one of his most iconic characteristics. The beat takes over, can't ignore. Hands in the air, we're wanting more. Every step we on the floor. I add them to his face, to his head, to his back, making sure that they blends in naturally instead of sticking out like removable parts. I refine wrinkles on his face and just smooth the back. Then I stick his arm where his feet should be. I don't know why, I just feel like I don't want that to be his arms, so now I have to redo his arms. But good news, after baking it, it works perfect and it didn't have any cracks on his entire body, so it works. I tossed the old arms to be his feet, but luckily his has 4 fingers and 4 toes, so it works. I sculpt the new arms, constantly checking the scale against his body. I refine each finger carefully. I keep them separated from the body so I can make his clothes later. And the arms are ready to bake. While baking, I make his cigarette, one of his features. Using a toothpick, I cut it down and shape it, and it looks amazing. The cigarette has rings, so I can make those too. It's an old school style, so I also make the pot-like end. Good news, his arms are finished baking. I test fit them perfect, and I'm honestly too excited. I keep working on the cigarettes, adding golden ring made from clay I saved from his old eye, and it looks so perfect. I was so happy. And then I bake the cigarettes. While I wait, I make his clothes. And if nothing goes wrong, something will. I'm so happy while making his clothes, thinking it's the perfect ending, and thank God it's over. But turns out I didn't record a single second of it, and all I have left is a footage of me glazing the final figure. I cried, I swear to God. I'm so disappointed. You can't see that part, but that's life. And here it is. My eyeliner wearing, cigarette smoking, horned toad. Voila!